welcome to another installment of the Back to the Maui Youth Weekly. Once again, I'm your host Kaimana Idika, feeling under the weather of all times before school ends. So right now we have a new guest here, and she's actually from Y-Beam, which is something that I went through as well. We have Dominique Wensler here. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
And you've just recently graduated from Y-Beam, or have you been in the program and long since left?
I was in the Y-Beam program a few months ago. I got out a little bit ago. Had some trouble getting the videos done, so I was in there longer than I should have been.
And you produced AIM pieces so far? You've been picked up by AIM and been doing things like that?
No, I've been making videos on my own, more or less, but I'm trying to get into AIM.
How was the Y-Beam experience for you?
Well, I had a lot of fun with it. I learned a lot of new things, and it kind of helped me understand how video making works and get me into it.
And you went with your school? It was like a school thing, or you just came to Akaku and signed up?
It was through the school. It was the mass email they send out that no one really pays attention to that I tend to read through.
I'm sorry, Kat.
Yeah, but me and 4 other girls signed up. 2 of them ended up leaving the class before they finished, but me and 1 other girl.
I'm sorry, Kat.
Yeah.
You're one of the smaller classes then. You had 2 people in your class?
End up finishing till the end, yeah. We had 1 girl stay and then 1 girl come to 1 class, sign up right in the middle, and then decide never to show up again, so that was interesting.
And have you ever done filmmaking before with the cameras and the editing equipment?
I'd made videos before in classes, but never like what with Y-Beam where you go out and interview people. That was something new to me, and I think I learned a lot from that.
How did it differ from the computer software like Final Cut or iMovie to doing something on Vlogio?
Well, I was so used to using Premiere. Premiere and Final Cut Pro were the only things I learned how to use, mainly Premiere because that's what we use at Kihei Charter more often than not.
Can you inform me a bit on what Premiere is?
It's a video editing software. It's a little not so user-friendly as Final Cut Pro, but you can do a lot with it. Like, it's a lot more you choose what to do than Final Cut Pro, I guess.
And every Y-Beam class goes through this thing called a field day, where you go out and you film something that's going on in the communities, and you have to put it out the same day. So where do you guys go for your field day, your final day at Y-Beam?
My final day for Y-Beam, we went to HARF, which is Hawaii Animal Rescue. I think I forgot a letter there, but pretty much
Foundation?
There you go. Hawaii Animal Rescue Foundation, and they have these little days at the Maui Mall right in front of
oh, okay.
Yeah, Whole Foods, and they adopt out dogs. So yeah, they're there with a ton of dogs and little puppies and stuff, and I just I interviewed some of the volunteers and the director, and she helped me, or I just made a video for them, and they put it up on their Facebook and stuff, and they really enjoyed it. So
you got a lot of feedback from it then, because you interviewed a lot of different people in various interviews, and you put something together and shot it out the same day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, and it was definitely something new, and it was quite panic, and yeah.
How was it shooting something out the same exactly that you filmed it, rather than having an entire week to produce something?
It was different, and I know you couldn't go back and do stuff, so you kind of had what you had done in the field, so it was definitely different, and I had some trouble with it. Luckily, I overshot, so
It's never bad to overshoot something. You don't want to be like how I was on the last day and realizing, oh, he's talking about horses. I don't have many horses. I need to put more horse shots in. I was trying to get stills off the internet, and that was the day I realized that that's a no-no on anything that you do filming-wise.
Yeah, stills are hard to work with, but luckily for me, it was dogs, and everyone loves dogs. You can just put tons of pictures and videos of dogs. So.
Were you nervous going into that environment with a kind of foreign-looking device to film things with?
I think it was a little easier because people ask what it is, and that's kind of how you start a conversation, more or less. It's a lot easier.
So you haven't been asked to be in the AIM job yet? You haven't been asked to become an AIM reporter?
No, not yet. I have a rather busy schedule.
Do you like doing what you're doing so far in Y-Beam, as far as putting out more content that we are going to show shortly?
Yeah, I have a lot of fun with video making, and I definitely want to do it more often, and yeah.
Would you want to do the other things they have available here at Akaku, like the simulcast class or the live to TV classes that they offer?
Actually, over the summer, I signed up for 4 of them, so...
There's 4.
There's 2... I forgot names already, dang it. But I'm doing the Final Cut Pro class, those are the one, and the field equipment class. Those are the 2 that you kind of have to pay more for, but I definitely wanted to get into those more. So I signed up for those 2 as well as the live to TV and the other one I forgot.
That means you're going to meet Tree over the summer then.
I know Tree.
Who went out with you guys on your field day? Did you have like a youth to go out with you guys, or was it just Kat that went out?
It was Kat and then the one other girl from Kia Charter, so.
It wasn't that difficult then.
No, it was quite quick.
Would you want to go somewhere with filming now that you know how it goes?
I like it a lot more as a hobby, and I definitely want to keep it up while I'm in my high school career and maybe when I go into college more. But for now, I do a lot of volleyball. I do a lot of volunteer work with the Boo Boo Zoo, and yeah, so I want to keep up with that.
And on that note, we have 2 clips that we're going to be showing of her work. So until then, we'll be right back on the Maui Youth Weekly. See you guys then.
The Boo Boo Zoo is a animal rescue facility. Our mission is to take in any animal that's in a life-threatening situation that we have the capability of caring for, and we provide a home for life if necessary, or we'll either return it to the wild if that's most desirable, or keep it here for the rest of its life if that is the best thing for the animal.
I work with the contractors, and we try to make plans to create the best environment for the animals. We're trying to make a brand new aviary for some of the parrots, and we have some cat house remodeling to do, and right now we're standing in an entryway that's about to be built. And we have concrete now for the goats, which is really great for their hooves. So we try to make everything ideal for the animals.
Ultimately, one of the goals we have is to build a caretaker cottage so that there will be not only a facility to house a permanent caretaker on the property, but also to build a surgical facility in the downstairs part.
We do surgeries here on an emergency basis. We've done amputations on deer. but the veterinarian has always brought in supplies, so we're trying to set it up where there's a nice environment to do some surgeries here.
The most recent things that we have done is to pour concrete in most of the areas, because we have had we get a lot of rain here, and we've had a lot of mud and some illnesses related to the animals having to walk around in mud. Everything has been poured with concrete so that we can pressure wash it and clean it daily. And hopefully that will lead to our capability to not only care for more animals, but to do better care of the animals.
Because it's all volunteer run and we don't have a staff, we don't really have the time to stop and give tours. I mean, right now there's a lot of construction, and for safety reasons, you know, with roofers and carpenters and concrete people, you know, it's not safe to have a lot of people walking through. But when all of that's complete, we, you know, Sylvan is here, but I think we would need some volunteers to give tours and have it available to the public. The Boo Boo Zoo is actually the only place that takes in, you know, we don't really turn away any animal in a life-threatening condition unless it's an animal that we're not allowed to take in, you know, legally. Any orphaned or injured or sick animal in distress has a place in the community because of the Boo Boo Zoo.